Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Tarot. So today we're going to do a 15-minute reading, right, with the crystal deck. So before we get started, I'm going to cleanse the space and the energy. So if you have phones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums. Right, so we have opal, right? And opal is good for energy, creation, or creativity, and movement or motion. A fun fact about this crystal is half underground mines of the town of or a town in Australia is known as the opal capital of the world. And then we have blue apatite. I don't say it wrong, so I'm just gonna show it. And then apatite, right? So it's either way. This is good for dreams, perceptions, and understanding. A fun fact about this crystal has been found on the moon. Then we have sunstone. This is good for the fulfillment, motivation, and contentment. Fun facts about this crystals is like the little pieces inside of the sunstone gives the rock a shine, or give the shine or like glittery effect for the what? Hold on. The flakes inside of the sunstone gives this rock the shimmery from which it is named. Okay, so without the flakes, it wouldn't technically be the sunstone. That's what it's basically saying. Like, and then, oh, there's more than 6 cards. Either way, oh no, it's not. JK, these two came out together. Red spinal, and I don't know how to say that word. Sheriff Soul Cola? I don't know. So red spinal is good for action and courage and energy. And then the C one is good for openness and wonder and fluidity. The fun fact of red is the color was on the front of the British Empire State crown. And the C word, the copper in the word gives the stone its vibrant blue and green hues. And then we have carnallite. I'm probably saying that wrong. And this is good for renewal, endurance, and power. And fun fact, it said during the Bronze Age, painters artistry used to like trade these beads. And then we have aquamarine. And this is good for safe travels, explorations, and renewal. We had that twice, right? Yeah, twice. And aquamarine name comes from the Latin word for ocean water and refers to its pale blue-green hues. Oh, like this one. There's a lot of blue and green, which ties to like your creativity and how you express yourself, and which is the blue. Like you how you communicate and express yourself, creativity and stuff like that. And then the green was your heart chakra, which does tie to like love, but also like health. And this, I believe, is more so red than orange. I'm not really completely sure, but okay, But I have a crystal book, but it doesn't have like necessarily like all the like opal. It doesn't just have opal by itself. So the ones that it does have, I will read like the little snippet that it have or a little blurb that it has, and what it's good for. Um, and go about it that way. Right. So the first one that I found is, I'm gonna call it car. Okay. This, it says it's very good for like courage, passion, and boldness. Where here we have renewal, endurance, and power, which kind of sort of does tie to it. And this ties to your three lower chakras, so your primal chakras, and its focus is to create from within and remembering what it is to feel like, to feel alive, and to move through fear. And where we kind of sort of that here with the courage and like I have the energy to move on and move forward and move past something. It's kind of saying like you're not really taking action on something, could because you don't fully understand why you should take action on it or why it will be beneficial for you to take action on it. Oh, I just realized you got energy here twice too. So you have renewal twice and energy twice. But then motion and travel kind of sort of ties together with moving forward. Oh, and action. Um, so there's a renewal that needs to take place, but you're not necessarily like taking action on it due to like your fears and not having the energy to like, take action on it. But it says we are taught to follow all the rules, but to be like everyone else. To create our own fire is resistant by a world built around fear. It is not easy remembering the brilliance that swells within, and it even more challenging to find the courage to express it. Which is why it's like saying like to focus on like moving past fear rather than letting it like hold you back. And I know it's kind of sort of like easier said than done, especially like I said, like when you're trying to take action on something and become independent, like there might be people around you that's trying to like fill your head with a bunch of fears or like lies in a way. But then you have your like yourself, your own ego that basically will try to fill you up with like fears and anxiety to try to like in its way try to protect you, but it's not necessarily actually protecting you. It's causing you more harm than good. And it does tie to like the whole expressing yourself. You're not really expressing yourself the way that you want to, or fully expressing yourself, and it could be due to the fact that you're not fully accepting yourself as well, because you're worried of rejection, fear and guilt, and being misunderstood. And I'm trying to find the rest of them. I'm gonna look at the glossary. Sunstone is 414. I was going in the wrong direction. That was the problem. So, Sunstone, right? It works with benevolence, encouragement, and spirit. It ties to your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra. So again, your lower chakras, or this ties to your attached to your root as well. This is more so your second and third, right? It talks about learning to lead from a place of service and promote healthy relationships. And it says the power dynamic created by the top-down leadership approach we have been taught to value removes any potential for equality and innovation, as people much completely climb over each other to reach up ranks. There's a little collaboration because the stakes are too high. Okay, so this is basically talking about, like, tying back to this, you feel like where people are trying to step over people to get ahead, or like bring people down to get ahead, like, you know, the whole crab in a crab barrel kind of thing. There's no need to do that, and then you don't really even have much of an energy to do that, or to fight, or to participate into that as much as you think you do, or you would like to. And I forgot the little affirmation that it might have. Hold on, let me go back. That was page 209. JK, it was not. Where is it? Okay. The affirmation that it has, or like little caption that it has, is whenever fear or doubt cross my mind, I remember that my heart beat with pure confidence. And then with the sunstone, it says, I see the expressions of my power as an opportunity to connect with a collaboration with, connect more collaboratively with my community. So, yeah, like I said, like, you don't really have the time, the energy, or the strength to pretty much go back and forth with certain people. And it also, right now, Spirit could be telling you, like, you don't need to fight or go back and forth with anybody. It's not really worth it, which that could be the whole renewal that is happening. Like, the back and forth, the argument, the debates, the having to repeatedly, like, having to constantly, like, stand your ground, or like set boundaries with the exact same person over and over again, like, that's coming to an end. Is either they get with it or they don't. And Spirit is like, basically is like over it at this point. It's like, they don't get it, they don't get to be around you, and don't longer get to have access to you, right? So with red, hold on, because it might actually have it on here before I read the wrong thing. Nope, that's the only one that they got. Okay. This ties to, like, your ancestral energy, joy, and forgiveness. It pretty much ties to all chakra, where I know on here it said it was red. So it's like your root be more stable and grounded in your position in your family with the whole like ancestral stuff. Then we have breaking cycles of trauma, yeah. And then, generational wealth. Generational trauma, not wealth. And leaving everything like external, like energetically better than we have found it. Right? And then it says that we lived experience of our ancestors. What? The lived experience of our ancestors trickles down through DNA, the mitochondrial DNA. And then we have science. Energy passed along may not always be so clear, and one little trigger may open up an immense pain. This isn't all discomfort though. It's only its own birthright to heal. And the little affirmation that goes with it is, I heal the past, the present, and the future with the capacity of forgiveness. But that's the mitochondrial DNA. When you really think of it's on the X chromosome. And everybody has an X chromosome. The genes from your mother is what passed down. And that's just why if it's an X-linked disease, that's why men only definitely has it, because they only have one X. Where females, there's they have two. You still get it. Well, one of the X's you get it from your father, because your father has an X and a Y to give. So yeah, you get it. Science. Blue. Okay, page 172. Okay. Blue. It talks about encouraging connection and being innovative. Where here we have dreams, understanding, and perception. Right? This ties to your root chakra, your heart chakra, and your throat and your third eye. And then it talks about focus on navigating the twists and turns of life, communicating, building communications, and creating a space for the inspiration. Right? It says life comes to us fast, flying through as a gust of wind. Sometimes it's a welcoming breeze after a long summer. At other times, it's a windstorm that knocks us over. It all depends on the direction we are facing and whether or not we are bracing for its blow alone with a blow alone or with others. And then the little saying is, we accomplish much more. Well, we accomplish more together than when we are alone. Or the saying together we stand, divided we fall. Yeah. But then we had earlier with the crown chakra, realizing that we all go through a similar path or similar journey. Just how we go about it might be different. Or how we handle it or respond to it will be different. I didn't do aquamarine. Is that in this book? Let's see. They do. Let's do. That's 136. Right. Hands. Aquamarine. Expansion, freeing, and honesty. Right, where we had here self-travel, expansion, renewal. Yeah, still kind of ties. It is good for your throat chakra and your heart. Yeah, I was saying with the green and the blues. Balancing your emotions and uncovering the emotional root of the experience and creating space to feel. So when we had creating space for inspiration to come in, you, rather than suppressing your feelings, because some, like if you are a creative and stuff like that, you can use your feelings in order to create. You know, I think it was Van Gogh with the blue period, stuff like that, when he was depressed, so he painted everything in blue. You know, to me with Scream, he could have been scared. Okay, sometimes people just, you, certain things just make you want to yell, want to scream. You know, it could relate to so many people. But your feel, I want to say, rather than like suppressing your feelings, being open to what they have to say or what they're trying to say to you, might like be a very, like a good turning point for you. Feelings are not something to like overlook or like shame them. Like you shouldn't feel like, if you're mad, you shouldn't be like ashamed that you're mad. You basically, like, it's telling you like you have been mistreated or wronged in some way, shape, or form. Now that doesn't automatically mean like somebody had wronged you. You could have wronged yourself or betrayed yourself or hurt yourself, and that's why you're mad, kind of thing. Where certain times, like, you might want to direct that anger to somebody else when it's really more so need to be directed to you. But you have to figure that out. You can't just be mad at people for absolutely no reason, kind of thing. Especially if you hurt yourself. There's nobody else's fault or responsibility to deal with. Right. Back to Aquamarine. And then we have expression of feelings can be tricky. There's an emotional hierarchy where certain feelings are undesired or not appreciated for us to experience. We bury them deep inside, hiding them from the world. The truth is, we are afraid of our big emotions. They reflect back to us the deeper longing of our souls and the imbalance that we are experiencing daily. Yeah, like I was saying with anger. Depression is basically where you've been being a character for so long, and like your body just like, I cannot do this anymore. I can't keep like playing this role anymore. Like, I need to rest. It's like your body is physically exhausted. Your mind is also exhausted. Like, it can't do it anymore. It's tired. So yeah, like and then that ties to like fatigue, like body fatigue. Like, you can be tired, right? But then fatigue is more so like your body kind of thing. You can also like be mentally fatigued. Like, it's just basically like you need a break, especially with dream. Like, you need to rest because you don't have the energy right now. And how you get energy? By resting, relaxing, taking a nap. Okay, like, it's okay. You're not being lazy. And the saying that comes with Aquamarine says, all my emotions are worthy to be explored and expressed. And then that C word, that is on page 150. And that is good for empowerment, socializing, what we had earlier with creating, communicating and creating like pretty much kind of sort of networking, right? Which does, the blues make sense. And guidance. This helps with, ties to your heart chakra, your throat chakra, and your solar plexus. And basically your whole shit, all chakras is getting hit with just within 6 cards. Then it focuses on like your heart center communication, so speaking through your heart and expressing yourself honestly and truthfully, building community and releasing fears, what we had earlier. Communication is one of the keys communication is one of the keys way in which we connect with each other, and it is a significant aspect to building community. There's a but turn. Well, there's a return towards connecting through fear-based expression, which is used to connect otherness. We become less lost in criticism and complaining and comparing and using our expressions to build ourselves up by knocking each other down. Facts. People be quick to tear down the next person without their focus on themselves. And it's if you focus on yourself, you will realize that you're not as hot that you think you are. Okay? Was it Outcast? It was how she think her shit smelled like roses, but it actually smelled like boo ooh ooh. People be acting going around acting like their shit don't stink, and it's just it does. It does. It does. We are all humans, relax. And we're just trying to live life. The saying that comes with it is, I use my words to enlift and encourage the conversation with love. Alright? Because we all go through some form of struggles and hardships. It is what it is. We all need help from time to time. What? You ever watch How High? It's oh, that was funny. That was the best movie ever. Then we have the Seven of Swords, with God nurturing and maintaining everything with knowledge of good and evil, with appraise divine anger and cures epilepsy. Then we have the King of Cups, where God sees everything, with restoration, finding a stolen object and discovering the person responsible. So basically what's being stolen from you is your energy. Who is draining you of your energy? You need to focus on looking into that. Some will be good. By you doing that, you will find out the people that actually uplift you and motivate you, right, and inspire you, and then the people that basically don't. And then with the whole good and evil, some of the people that are doing it might be a little bit hard to let them go, but they need to be let go, kind of thing. Because there are these two came out together. No, it didn't. JK. I was why do I have 4? I remember I just kind of slid out, and I just took it because this fell out and then that fell out with it, so I just took it. So they did technically come out together, but they don't go together. Then we have the Five of Cups, with God, King, and the Ruler, with prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage. Yeah. Which is why you have to, like I said, you have to focus or look into the people that's draining your energy and blocking your creativity. Because that will give you a better understanding of, one, why you feel so drained, why you don't your physical features, a physical response that you might be having. You might understand that a little bit more, oh, this what this is, or that's what that is, stuff like that. Imagine you can be energized and full of energy, but as soon as somebody come around, you automatically want to go to sleep and you're tired. That is a drain of energy. Just the presence of that person is too fucking much. Oh, you ever remember Vine? When I forgot who it was, and then they was they sucked their teeth, and it was what happened? It was the bitch gon' breathe, and they was why would you do that? And it's basically when somebody's so irritating, even the slightest thing that they do, as breathing or just their presence, basically piss you off and just drains you. And it basically is kind of sort of that, because the Five of Cups is 3 cups down, 2 cups still standing. And then there's also like I was saying earlier, with depression or being sad and melancholy and stuff like that. But it's pretty much saying something else and showing you that hey, that character you was playing, that was nice, but I don't want to be that character no more. We can't go back to that character. Let's not go back to that. Let's not never do that again, kind of thing. And then we have the Knight of Swords with all prevailing God with intelligent riches, protecting fertile women, and making children respectful towards their parents. Well, but in this aspect with the whole hierarchy, like we were saying with the emotions, a knight is higher. Well, a king is higher than a knight, so the knight have to listen to the king. So the knight have to respect the king. It shouldn't be like the king should respect the knight and vice versa, but the king shouldn't be going to the knight for like orders and directions, kind of thing. That is inaccurate. But then also with the being innovative and coming up with new ways, that is the Knight of Cups that does that. But with the King of Cups is like you might need to like do it in moderation, kind of thing I want to say. But all is not lost. And then we have the Angel of Meditation and the Angel of Travel, which you aren't saying. Like, it's basically like it's safe to meditate. Like, you're fine, kind of thing. And then, like, sometimes your mind is going to wander. Like, it's okay to to let it wander, but come back to, like, back to the breath or, like, stuff like that. It's going to do it. And then we have the Angel of Friendship. We had earlier with creating a community where you have to be able and feel comfortable to express yourself honestly and truthfully, and unapologetically. And then we have the Angel of Manifestation, which could be what you're manifesting or what you will like, and it's saying like, hey, it's coming, it's on its way, But yeah, that's all that I have for you for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.